Well, hello and welcome. My name is Ansu. If you're new here, consider subscribing down below. Today is day 3 of Bookmas, and I wanted to talk about my most anticipated reads of 2026. The book that I'm most hyped up about is In Her Own League by Liz Tomforty. This one follows around the coach that was introduced in books 3 and 4 of the Windy City series, who I absolutely adored. I thought it was going to be such a fun character to read from, and now we know that the coach is going to have a romance with the team's owner, who potentially could fire him, and there's this whole thing that's going on. There's like an enemies to lovers thing that I'm expecting to have, and I'm so excited. Monty, our coach, is supposed to be this man who's in his 40s. He has an adopted daughter as well, so he's like a young dad who has a nearly 30-year-old daughter. The previous series has been so much fun, so I'm very, very excited about this one. This is coming out in March of 2026. So pumped about it that I had to mention this first. The next one I want to get to is The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I think this is the second book to the Say You'll Remember Me series, if I'm not wrong. I feel like this is going to be heartbreak central, because if you've read anything by Abby Jimenez, you will cry. 100%. There's no way around it. She'll have some kind of a niche topic that will ruin you and make you bawl your eyes out. So, I'm excited for this. Essentially, there's this character called Larissa who makes a split-second decision, and she gets into the car of some guy that she kind of hits it off with from a concert, and they start dating. She also has a very good friendship with this guy named Chris. She is co-parenting a little dog with him. Unfortunately, Chris is not the one who actually drove Larissa back home months ago. Chris is actually Larissa's boyfriend's best friend. So that's so freaking sad. I think this is going to be such a heartbreaking story. Chris is not really going to do much because he doesn't want to ruin the relationship that he has with his best friend, and I feel like this is calling for so much heartbreak, and I'm so excited for it. This is also coming out in March. It's going to be later March. March is going to be so good. Then I have a thriller in here. This one is Caller Unknown by Gillian McAllister. I think I've read like 1 or 2 books by this author. This one falls around a mother-daughter duo, so Simone and Lucy. They end up going from the UK to Texas because Lucy just finished high school or something. She's going to college, so they're going to go and celebrate. Unfortunately, while they were at a rental cabin, Lucy goes missing. The only thing that was kind of left behind was a cell phone, and there was a message on it basically saying that Simone shouldn't call the police, and she has to meet the caller, whatever, at a certain location, and that's pretty much it. But once she gets to the location, she understands that the kidnapper doesn't really want money. He wants them to do something which could potentially change the trajectory of their entire lives, and it's something that is unthinkable. That makes me a little scared, honestly, not gonna lie. I think this is also gonna be a little devastating, but I haven't read a mystery thriller in almost a year at this point, and I'm very excited to get back into that whole genre. And going off of that whole genre, I have another thriller, which is When I Kill You by B.A. Paris. If you didn't know, B.A. Paris is one of my favorite thriller authors. He's written another book called Behind Closed Doors that I absolutely adored, that I got so excited for this one. I got an early audiobook from NetGalley for this one. I'm so excited. So Nell, our main character, feels like she's being watched by someone, and there's a secret that she has that she even hides from her current boyfriend, Alex. Alex also has his own secrets, but Nell's particular secret is that she had a completely different name before. Nell's secret was that 14 years ago in college, she had seen Brioni getting into a stranger's car, and a few hours later, she's found dead. She's convinced that she knows who it is who killed her. She just keeps going on with her theory, and I think she might have completely figured out who this is, and just kind of leads her down a very dangerous path. Nell, at this present moment, is trying to completely ignore that she feels like someone's watching her. She can feel the hairs on her neck like standing up and everything. Feels like someone is watching her, but she's completely ignoring that. And we will see what happens. I feel like, what if it's Alex? I genuinely think it could be Alex. We will find out once we read, and I'll give my theories, which I don't have many when it comes to mystery thrillers. I am like a doorknob with no emotions. I do not understand anything. And when someone gives you the basic twist, I'm just like, whoa, that's amazing. Didn't see that coming. Probably should have, but I don't. And I have this one high up on my radar. This is coming out in February, but like I said, I do have the audiobook copy, so I think I'll be reading this in like January or something, and I'll keep you guys posted. The next one is a romantasy, and this is the 4th book of the Assistant to the Villain series. This is called Adversary to the Villain. I'm not sure when this is coming out. It doesn't really say other than 2026, sometime in that year. First book in the series has Evie Sage, who wants to get a job, and she gets a job with the villain. Everyone is scared of the villain. They cover when they seem they're terrified of him. He has like magical powers that could destroy you. But Evie Sage is the sunshine on Earth, and she loves the one. She adores him. She's not scared of him. So the villain is like, what is going on? I have no idea why this is happening. He's kind of weirded out, not gonna lie. He kind of goes through with this whole motion. These two characters really come into this good relationship, friendship kind of a thing, and they just work together. I think it's so fun. It's funny, and it's adventurous. It has magical elements to it. Evie has a very dark past, but she's just a very sunshiny person. Such a lovely character to read from. So fun. It does go around different perspectives, so there's multiple POVs in the books. I've only read the first two as of yet. I'm going to be finishing the third one soon. Definitely very hyped about the fourth one that's coming out next year, and I'm really looking forward to it. The last couple of books I have are I think the last two books of the DC Star series, and they're both coming out in 2026. One of them is Crosscheck. This one follows around Grant, who is part of this ice hockey team, and he's one of those people who flies a lot to go and see one of his crush coaches' hockey games. I think she's one of the only female coaches in ice hockey in this series, and he is younger than her. He's very protective of his younger sister, which is another book that came out this year featuring that character. And he also secretly carries a notebook with him. Nobody knows what's in it. He's very protective of that too. I'm just very excited to see what his story is about. And on top of that, there's another book in the series, and this one is Weak Side. This follows around Ethan, who has a secret subscriber channel, and I think he has a relationship with one of his subscribers. And he's also a girl dad, and he's trying to convince the mother of that child that they should be together, and I think this is going to be really cute. Ethan is also such a playboy from the rest of the books, from what I remember, but I think he's going to step up and just be the best version of himself. I'm very, very excited about this one as well. But those are the books that I'm really looking forward to next year. There's a lot more out there, and I probably will get more excited when it comes to like finding out about them. These are definitely up on my radar that are coming out next year. Let me know down below what are some books that you're looking forward to. I'd love to know. But that is it. I'll see you all in a couple of days. Until then, I'll talk to you all in the comments. Bye!